My ex asked me to sign a custody order her attorney drafted without going through my lawyer. Is that lawyer guilty of an ethical violation? Both sides are represented by attorneys. The attorney on the other side drafted it, but rather than provide it through the questioner's attorney, it was given to the other party who gave it directly to him. So this is a reference to a rule, common rule. It's in state of Oklahoma, it's Rule 4.2 of the Oklahoma Rules of Professional Conduct, but it is common rule probably in all states. And it just notes that communication, if you're represented by an attorney, the other attorney should not be talking you to direct. So the implication here is that by having a proposed order that the other attorney drafted and then using the other party as a go-between to go directly to the other party, is that an ethical violation? So let's read the rule. 4.2. In representing a client, a lawyer shall not communicate about the subject of the representation with a person the lawyer knows to be represented by another lawyer in the matter, unless the lawyer has the consent of the other lawyer or is authorized to do so by law or court order. So if the person's attorney consented to it, then it would be fine. I'm going to assume that that did not occur here. So, but the question is, the lawyer didn't go directly to the represented party, it went through their client and then to the other represented party. So by having that go-between, does that make it okay? And I would say that by itself, if that was if the lawyer was intentionally using that third party in order to do something he could not do, is that a violation? I would say probably would not consider to be a violation. More commonly in practices, in family law, it's not that unusual to allow the parties to talk to each other to see if an agreement can be reached, even if that agreement is talking about a proposed order that was drafted by one of the attorneys. So as a practical matter, this is somewhat common. In your specific case, or in your case, if you think that it's problematic, you could put up a wall there and say, I don't want to talk to the other party, particularly if there's been abuse, domestic violence in the past, you may want to do that. So if that's a circumstance and you want to end that communication, I think you could probably make that request and make that happen. But generally speaking, it's not super uncommon for the parties to talk to each other, even if they're talking about proposals that were drafted by the lawyers. So I don't think it's an ethical violation here. It's an interesting question, but like I said, if you don't want it done that way, you can put up a wall if you want to. But don't take general information from a video. Talk to an attorney specifically about your circumstances in order to receive strategic legal advice for you.